Hello, in this tutorial, we'll be learning everything about user management. That is, adding a user to the existing database and allotting the roles and the tabs accessed by the specific user. So first, let's navigate to the user management tab. So as you can see, this is the interface you'll be seeing when you enter the user management tab. The first thing you will see is that it is divided into two sections, the search bar and the filter and the new user button. And the second is the usernames, their role and the action buttons. So we'll go through this one by one in detail. So before going through all this, we'll first go through the search bar. So search bar is basically used to easily search and filter out the users that are required to be edited, deleted or any other requisites. So first we'll search for the chef. As you can see, the chef is present here, so we'll search for it here. So once we search, it has been filtered out and just shows the username chef. Similarly, we can also search the users by their role. So let's search by the role as staff. As you can see, as I search with the role staff, the waiter had the role as staff, so it has been filtered out. Apart from this, we can also filter out in the drop down by selecting the specific role, that is admin or staff or kitchen. These roles are dynamically added. So to understand these more, we'll add a new user and understand this. So to add a new user, we need to click on this button called as add user. So once we click on it, we will meet with this interface. That is, it asks for the username, the password, the role, and the tabs that can be accessed by the specific user. So first we'll enter a new role called as manager, then the password as a small letter, then the roles drop down has these four. By default, it will have only admin, manager, and the staff role. So for the staff, these are the tabs that can be accessed, and by the manager, these are the tabs that can be accessed, and by the role admin, by default, all the tabs are ticked. Check whichever tab to be allotted and give it accordingly. So for manager, this is the allotted tabs. So we'll first add a role called as manager. So as you can see, we got the success message and the manager has been successfully added to the database. So in case I want to add a user with a custom role, for example, I want to add a new manager for first floor and the password as just manager. So since you can see, I just have the default roles, and let's create a custom role to understand this more. Let's create a custom role called as manager first floor, that is manager 1, and we'll just check the status box as generate QR code and KDS. So let's add this new user and confirm. So as you can see, the manager first floor has been added and the roles has been dynamically added this manager 1 role. Even in the add user, it will automatically populate it with this manager 1 role with these tabs which we had selected at first. So this is all about adding a new user. To edit one of these existing users, we need to just click on this pencil icon. And as you can see, as I clicked, I can see the username, the password, the role, and the tabs accessed by this user. So these can be edited and given accordingly, or we can also change the stuff or anything and just save the changes. Apart from this, there is also a delete button which you can use to delete a specific staff by using the to use the POS system. So let's delete the manager first floor, and as you can see, this asks for a confirmation. And keep in mind that once you delete this user, it cannot be restored and it is permanently deleted. If you want to restore that user, you need to re-add that user in the database. So let's delete it. And as you can see, the manager first floor has been deleted. Now let's see how many tabs are accessible by the staff. As you can see, only 3 tabs are accessible. So let's log in as staff and let's see how much tabs can be seen. So let's log in as waiter. One thing to be noted is that in the username waiter, the W was capital and here the W is small. That means I cannot log in. It is case sensitive. As you can see, it shows as invalid username or password. Let us try with capital W. As you can see, it is case sensitive, so you have to be cautious while entering the username and password. So as you can see, these 3 tabs are accessed by the staff. Let's log in back as admin. So admin is logged in back. The last thing to be noted is that if you change the password of any of the user, they will be automatically logged out of the POS system and they have to re-log in again.